What is up, AmFest? It is so good to be here with all of you today. It is so good to be here with thousands of people who saw the direction this country was going in and took a stand for change. I have two things to talk to you about today. One of them is very dark and sad, but the other is hopeful and full of power. I am a traditionally trained medical doctor. My name is Saladino. I went to medical school at the University of Arizona in Tucson. What's up? In 4 years of medical school, I had exactly 0 courses in nutrition. There was no discussion throughout 4 years of medical school about what is actually causing humans to get sick. To even apply to medical school, I had to do 4 years of undergrad at the University of William & Mary. I studied chemistry, no discussion of nutrition, no requirements of nutrition to actually apply to medical school. Before medical school, I was a PA. I worked as a physician assistant in cardiology. PA school, 4 years in cardiology as a PA, no discussion of nutrition, no real discussion of what is making people sick at a root cause level. I was literally told by the cardiologist that I worked with, think here, think in the heart box. Do not think of the whole body. In the Western medical system, we are badly broken. We are not serving patients well. After medical school, I went to residency at the University of Washington in Seattle, one of the most prestigious universities in the country, one of the highest rated hospitals in the country for primary care. No discussion of nutrition, no discussion of food or food quality, and no discussion of what is actually making patients sick. What I was told, what I was charged with throughout my medical education was memorizing thousands of drugs, understanding their side effects, and understanding when to prescribe them. The medical system is badly broken, and I've been through it. And I think this is not surprising. Pharmaceuticals, look, they have a role in our society. They're not entirely bad, but the pharmaceutical companies are wildly invested in medical education, in medical research. At the level of the FDA, at the level of the USDA, there is profound corruption. 19 out of the 20 members of the USDA Dietary Guidelines Committee have ties to the food industry and pharma. What is going on here? This is why we are so sick as humans. This is why we are so sick. But there is hope here. There is a ray of light. There is something that is better. After seeing all of this, I eventually left Western medicine. I don't practice Western medicine as a doctor. I became so disillusioned that 5 years ago I started making no-cost, zero-cost content on the internet. I became an internet doctor. And now I make content. I make educational content. And the goal of that content is to just give people information, to empower all of you to be able to make yourselves healthy again. What I have seen in those 5 years is profound. Many of you have experienced this. I have met so many of you at this conference who have already told me your stories, have already told me how you have healed yourselves by changing the quality of the foods you eat. This is incredible. I have seen so many people, thousands of people in those 5 years, heal from diseases that Western medicine taught me and my colleagues were incurable. Diabetes, obesity, depression, dementia, insomnia, infertility, autoimmune conditions, autoimmune skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, thyroid conditions, GI conditions, Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis. These are profoundly scary words in Western medicine. These are diseases that cannot be cured, and yet many of you have cured these diseases. I've met you at this conference, and I've seen thousands of people do this. And so this is the hope. The tragedy is that Western medicine is broken. Here is the hope. Here's what I will tell you based on my personal experience. You have a God-given birthright to radical, profound health. You have a God-given birthright to that. And if you change the quality of the food that you eat and the way that you are living, you can heal yourself. That is what I want you to know. If you take nothing else away from this short talk that we have about health, about making America healthy again, remember that whatever you are suffering from, if any of you have chronic illness, any of the things that I mentioned earlier, and you are suffering and you are without help, if you are without hope, maybe your doctor's telling you that you need to take medications, remember this, you have a God-given birthright to health. Your body will heal itself if you simply change the quality of the foods that you are eating and how you are living as a human every day. Day in and day out, I have seen it time and time again. I know there are people in this room who have done this. Let me hear some noise. Who has changed their diet? Yes. And I want all of you that haven't changed your diet, that are still suffering, to hear your members of this audience, to hear your community tell you this. This is possible. Do not despair. The Western medical system will probably not give you this information, but if you change your diet, if you change the way you live, you can heal yourself. And it's not complicated, guys. It's very simple. Eat meat, eat plants. Do not eat things that your great-grandmother would not recognize. Do not eat seed oils. That's engine lubricant. It should have stayed as engine lubricant, right? Do not eat food dyes. Do not eat ultra-processed foods. Do not let convenience undermine your path to health and profound life in this life. And so this is the most important part of this whole talk. All of us in this room have a profound fundamental birthright, God-given to be healthy, and all of us have things that we need to do in the world. We have to do good in the world. We need to be healthy as Americans to do the most good in the world. And you have the ability to make yourself healthy. And you do that by changing the food that you eat. So understand you have profound power in every choice that you make every day, and do not despair. If you have a chronic illness, if you're still suffering, change the way you eat, and the quality of your life will change forever. Everyone in your community will get healthier. Your parents, your siblings, your children. You will show up better for every single person in your life. And this is what I wish for all of you, because we all have very important work to do in this world. May we do it well, and may we make America healthy again. Thank you all.
Thanks, guys. I do. Yeah. Now let's just go. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Get water.